JavaScript is a high-level, just-in-time compiled programming language that is what we call a multi-paradigmed programming language. It is abbreviated as just JS, conforms to the ECMAScript specification. I'll make a short video in the future to explain this. JavaScript features dynamic type checking. It is known as a weakly typed programming language, and it uses the curly brace syntax, and it uses prototypes to create object orientation for the programming language. Originally created to make web pages more dynamic as a client-side scripting language, together with HTML and CSS, JavaScript powers over 95% of the World Wide Web, and it has been adopted with great success in the development community over the past 25 years. And according to a 2019 Stack Overflow developer survey, it was voted one of the most popular programming languages. Over the past 25 years, JavaScript has evolved in immense ways, and it now is able to power software and applications across the entire stack. So originally, it being a client-side scripting language, developers are now able to use JavaScript to write server-side software and applications. You will see developers using JavaScript to do the following things. You know those annoying pop-ups that we get on websites? Yes, JavaScript is the culprit of that. Any countdown timers that you might see on web pages is most likely written using JavaScript. Whenever developers need to manipulate HTML and CSS, they will be using JavaScript, and JavaScript also gives us a way to access the HTML via something known as the document object model, or DOM for short. We also use JavaScript for form and input validation, as well as to track users' behavior on a website as they navigate over web pages. Don't confuse JavaScript with Java. They are two completely separate programming languages. And lastly, this is what a typical block of code might look like in JavaScript. Take note of the blocks of code between the curly braces, the lack of explicitly declared types on our variables and constants. So that is JavaScript in a nutshell. That is a wrap for my 2-minute introduction to JavaScript. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it super informative. If you did like it, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel to stay tuned for more of these types of videos. It definitely goes a long way into helping me get this channel off the ground. So I'll see you in the next video. Until then, cheers for now.